My name is Kim Greiser, and I'm a member of Indivisible Whitpain, and I also live in the 4th Congressional District here in Montgomery County. And today we have Shira Goodman with us, who's running in the 4th Congressional District this primary election, May 15th. Welcome.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here. So first thing is, what is your top priority that you will advocate for when elected?
So I've spent the last 5 years leading CeaseFire PA, which is Pennsylvania's gun violence prevention organization, working for better gun laws and safer communities here in Pennsylvania, and also nationally, being part of the national network, working on that, lobbying our congressional delegation. So for me, I want to go to Congress to fix this problem. I don't think it's rocket science. I think we have the technology, the know-how, and all the information we need to reduce gun deaths, to keep guns off the streets, illegal guns off the streets, to keep people safer. And what we've lacked is the will and the courage. And that's my top priority. Fix the background checks, ban assault weapons, require and make mandatory training to buy firearms and purchases, fund the ATF, fund the CDC. I think we can fix this.
Thank you for that response. Let's get to it then.
Okay.
So there's been much debate over who should pay for healthcare and the rising costs of healthcare. So tell us the first thing the federal government needs to do to address increasing healthcare costs, regardless of who's paying for it.
So I ran a small nonprofit, and that healthcare cost is one of our biggest budget items. It's unpredictable. You want to have a good plan so employees aren't constantly facing increases in copays, increases in their prescription costs, and it's really tough. I don't think our system is working for employees or employers or anybody, even doctors. I think it's working for insurance companies. We've got to rein this in. We've got to take what was good about the Affordable Care Act and expand it, whether that means Medicare for all, a Medicare Extra for all, where people can keep their plans and still pay but have access. We need to rein in these prescription costs. We need to make sure that people aren't limited in the care they get, whether that's mental health coverage or physical coverage or prescription coverage. It's just not fair. I mean, this is a right. And I see my parents who are retirees thinking, can I go to that extra rehab appointment or should I save it for later? And I see employees struggling with it, and it's just not right in 2018 in America that people are choosing between health care and paying rent.
Definitely. It's definitely a right, health care. And it leads to my next question about the fact that when you have equal access to health care, it can reduce the income inequality in America. So with a Republican president in place, what would you recommend that Congress do to finally address the issue of rampant income inequality?
I think you're right. When you have equal access to health care and people aren't having to pay so much of their take-home wages for that health care, that helps a lot because your wages will go much further. But we have to make sure people are getting a fair living wage. Our minimum wage needs to rise to at least $15. To phase it in and then beyond. People shouldn't be working 3 jobs, getting no health care, and still not being able to make ends meet. We need to have a living wage. We really do, and protect their rights, whether that's through unionization or just other laws, depending on where they work, and giving people those rights to be able to take home their wages. We need to increase their access to health care and manage those costs. We need to make sure that men and women are getting paid equally. We need to make sure that we're forgiving student loan debt and also setting up training programs for kids who aren't going to go to 4-year colleges. We need good training programs, apprenticeship programs that get them ready for the next wave of future jobs that are going to be good paying jobs. People in America have always worked for what they've had. People always expect to work, but they also expect that they're going to be able to pay for their kids' childcare, they're going to be able to feed their kids, they're going to take care of their parents as they age, and those guarantees are going away, and people are being forced to make terrible choices.
That sounds like a comprehensive plan for a better quality of life.
Yeah, I think ultimately wherever we live, whoever we are, that's what we want. We want our kids to have a better future. We want to know that the work that we're doing, we're going to be able to retire and we're going to be able to take care of our parents.
Yeah, which brings me to my last question. ICE raids right now, DACA, Dreamers, the wall. So immigration is a topic of great discussion, and it's an important topic of discussion. So what should be the top priority for Congress in fixing our immigration policy?
Well, I think Congress is looking at this all backwards, and so is our president. America has always been the place where people look to for a better life. Anytime we've closed our borders and looked inward and said America first, it has been bad for America and bad for the rest of the world. We need to take care of the people who are here. We need to take care of the dreamers, give them a path to citizenship, let other folks who are here who aren't dreamers but who have been here working, contributing, give them a path to citizenship. Anytime we've put these artificial numbers and limits, it's not been good for us. We've built this country on immigrants. Everybody except Native Americans came here as an immigrant. We all came with a better dream for a better life. We shouldn't be taking that away. We should be building it up.
Perfect. And trick question, Shira. What has been your favorite family vacation?
Oh, my favorite family vacation. Oh, a couple of years ago we went to Rocky Mountain National Park in Colorado. We love to hike. And although we're not big campers, there's great food around there. No, we didn't camp, but we did do a lot of hiking with the kids. We got caught in some rainstorms, saw some wildlife, but sometimes being able to be out there without your cell phone, without video games, and getting to talk a little bit. I have 2 teenage boys, so that's not a common occurrence, but that's one of my favorite places. It's one of the most beautiful places. That's why we have to protect our national parks.
It is gorgeous.
But that was probably my favorite trip.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.